Oregon Main Street's Excellence in Downtown Revitalization Awards were created in 2010 to recognize the efforts of those who work day in and day out to revitalize Oregon's historic downtowns and traditional commercial neighborhood districts. The awards honor the many individuals, businesses, and organizations that have completed exemplary revitalization work that covers all aspects of the Main Street approach: design, economic vitality, organization, and promotion. What's particularly rewarding to see is how many individuals are giving their time, energy, and creativity to make their communities a better place. Now more than ever, it's important to celebrate our award winners. They serve as an inspiration to other communities. By their actions, they encourage others to join our network to preserve the heart and soul of communities across our state. We thank them for their efforts and congratulate all of our nominees on their achievements.
For Best New Business. In 2019, what started as a fun idea snowballed to reality when Blaylock's Whiskey Bar founders Michael Angeletta and Seth Howard signed the lease on a vacant 1920s Art Deco building in downtown Astoria. Seth and Michael strive for a look that paid homage to the classic whiskey bar, but eschewed class. Blaylock's would have something for everyone, and so everyone would feel welcome. Corey Tubner, a multi-year Bartender of the Year winner, and Ben Thompson, a whiskey aficionado with over 15 years in the industry, joined the team. When Seth stepped away in late 2019, Michael offered both Corey and Ben a piece of what they helped create, and all three are now part owners. The Blaylock's owners and staff know that whiskey gets people in the door, but it's the atmosphere and customer service that makes people come back. Blaylock's has successfully become what it sought to be, both a popular neighborhood bar and a favorite Astoria destination. Michael, Ben, and Corey also deserve credit for their response to statewide closure of bars due to the pandemic. Whiskey doesn't lend itself well to takeout, but that didn't stop the Blaylock's trio, who saw an opportunity to continue offering the Blaylock's experience while supporting local food carts and chefs. Blaylock's partnered with 6 local food carts and chefs to provide a unique curbside takeout experience. Pre-mixed servings of your favorite Blaylock's cocktail combined with delicious local cuisine.
This has been a passion project for me, and the blood, sweat, and tears that went into building a business that I had no previous experience with. My background's tech, and going into the wonderful world of whiskey and brick and mortar is, at first glance, quite intimidating. But what's a wonderful kind of revelation is a lot of those best practices and how you work with people, how you manage revenue, how you create a compelling value for your customers, it all remains the same, actually. In this case, it was, after launching and after painting the building and doing all the things you have to do to get a business ready for opening, and then on grand opening night, when you don't know if anybody's going to actually show up, and then you have a line outside the door, you start realizing, hey, I might actually have something here. So that was the first sign of, hey, maybe you should get rid of self-doubt and move forward with confidence. You've got a wonderful bar, you've got a great team, you've gotten great reviews, enjoy it and move forward with confidence. So that's what we've done since grand opening. The building itself has its own history in downtown Astoria. And I think it was built sometime in the early 1920s. And this town of Astoria was quite a different town in the 1920s. In fact, the population, I think, was double. I think there were 20,000 people in Astoria, and now there's something like 11,000. So back downtown in those days, this building and that area was quite a hive of activity. And I think there were probably like 20 bars downtown alone, never mind brothels and all the other things you'd expect. And it was such a wonderful opportunity. It made it so much easier to embrace the unique history and cultural DNA of this area by already working with this wonderful architecture of this building. Now, mind you, when we went in there, it was a travel agency, white walls, gray carpeting, terrible. It would look nothing like a bar. So we had to do a lot of work, but the bones of that building, the history of that building, really gave us a great palette to then just celebrate what makes this place unique. So, you know, we celebrate the history of logging here, the history of maritime and fishing here. And you can see that throughout the aesthetic of the bar, which unfortunately this is not. And so that location, I guess the last thing I would add about the location is Astoria has been going through a renaissance for quite some time now. It went through some hard times after the Bumblebee factory closed and all of the canning closed and a lot of the commercial fishing shut down. And so this town's been in a period of reinvention, and I would call it's having its own period of enlightenment, if you will. And just in the area where the bar is, if you rewind just 3 years ago, everything you see there wasn't there. We now have a distillery. We now have a Pilot House Distilling. We have Reach Bake Brewing. We have Reverie Cider Works. We have Bridge and Tunnel Tap and Bottle Shop, all in the last 3 years. So not only is downtown Astoria going through a lot of revitalization, but this particular area has turned into, you know, people are coming up with nicknames. They call it Liquor Alley, Trouble Triangle, whatever you want to call it. It's a place where you go to enjoy yourself and get food and drink. And 3 years ago, you couldn't even do that. There wasn't even one option. On behalf of Blaylock's Whiskey Bar, and that's me and my entire team, we are immensely humbled and appreciative to win this award, truly. This isn't just an award in Astoria. This is an award for the entire state of Oregon, so we're really proud to represent. And I'm hoping that what we did could maybe serve as a model for other businesses across the state. I'd love for everybody to benefit from what we learned and what we were able to accomplish. That would be truly gratifying, even beyond the award. So thank you, really appreciate it. Hi, I'm Michael Angeletta, and I'm with Blaylock's Whiskey Bar. I got to tap into the alter ego for that.